Hey, it's me, Sheldon. Wait, no, it's not. Why am I doing this? Where are my glasses? What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday, the 27th, February the 27th. It is a beautiful day out here. Well, it's kind of cloudy. I don't know if it's gonna snow or anything, but I was gonna tell you guys that I'm sorry because on Monday I didn't do a video that I usually on Mondays I do, like Madness Monday. That's what I called it. So right now it's gonna go down. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna be back, but it's actually I can't. I have to go do something right now. So gotta call. I'm gonna go call someone and I'm gonna leave and they're gonna come. Alright, well, see you. Bye. Is this thing on, man? Oh snap, it is on. Okay, anyways, what's up, homies? So it's like Madness Monday. No, it's Wednesday. What am I talking about? Okay, so like I'm gonna make a Wacky Wednesday video, more like information video. It's gonna be of me and how I live my cholo life. No, not really, homies. What's up? So like this guy David, he told me to go here and make a Wacky Wednesday. So that's what's gonna happen. Look, okay? So like I was playing some football, and then all of a sudden some guy comes up to me and he's like, oh man, why'd you throw that football at me? And I was like, I don't want to start any trouble, Holmes. And he comes up to me and he says to me, you know what he says to me? He says to me, I do though. What's up? My middle name's Trouble. And I say, yo, Holmes, I don't want to mess with you, but if I got to, I got my belt on me, and I have my, like, I don't know, man, I could tell my mom on you. And he tells me, you know what he tells me? He said, because I was like, yo, I'm gonna tell my mom on you. He says, yeah, you're gonna tell your mom like a little baby? And homie, dude, like that instant, I was like, dang, he's not scared of my mom. Even though my mom can call the cops on him, and he's not afraid, dude. He's not of that. So he says to me, so what are you gonna do? And man, you know, I was like, okay, so like I'm gonna have to decide, either punch him in the face or run away. And I ain't even like kidding, dude. This is what I did. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I'm sorry. Yo, Holmes, chill, man. I was just gonna ask you for $1. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Dude, seriously, like I was just gonna ask you for $1, Holmes. And then it happened. Whoops. Look at him, he pissed his pants. And I went home, fool. My mom got mad at me. She hit me with the belt. She said, why you peeing your pants? Aren't you like 16 years old? You know what I tell her? I didn't even take that from her, dude. I was like, you know what, Mom? I'm in a gang. You don't want to mess with me. And you know what she told me? She respected me. This is what happened. What you say? What you say? Que gang que nada. Oh, mama. Que gang que nada. You go do your homework. Oh. It happened. She hit me. And I was like, dang. I got respect for my mom that day. And that's what I was gonna tell you guys. But I don't think that's what you guys wanted to hear. But let me call this guy and maybe he'll make everything better. Alright? So like if you wanna get more tips, man, just like subscribe to this dude. He's cool. Look, he's got a cool kick. Hey. I'm gonna call him. Hold up. That dude's weird. His stories are funny though. Anyways, if you didn't like that, I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about, if you didn't notice what the guy was talking about, he was talking about bullying. In my situation, well, I'm not even going through something of bullying, but I just wanted to talk about it. Since it's a wacky Wednesday, I'll just choose a topic and I'll talk about it. So if you want me to talk about a topic, leave your topic down there, and I'll probably just do these on Wednesdays or Mondays, or whenever I have a chance. Bullying. In my 7th grade, 8th grade, I think it was 7th grade, I went through a time where I was bullied. Also my freshman year, or I think sophomore. No, yeah, sophomore year. In my sophomore year last year, I went through a bullying thing that was it was a hard time in my life. Like, I actually started crying and I started tearing up for things like that. And it was a time where people would tell me that I was gay. Like, they would say that about me, and I would take it. I was like, I'm not gay, and I would get pissed off and I would start crying. And that's why I don't like saying the word gay. I don't like saying it because it's not that. It's like I don't like saying it because I feel bad for the gay people, but it's because when they said that to me, it would hurt me. Even though I'm not gay, I'm not, and I always say that. It just hurt whenever I would hear people say that. They were like, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, and they said that so much that it like hurt my life. And I would be like, you know what, shut up. And I would try and so much, but at the end I just ended up crying, and my mom told me to tell the teacher. And I know parents always say that, and you're like, you don't understand my life, you don't. And I said the same thing, and so I didn't confess to the teacher or anything. I just kept it to myself. And afterwards I was just like, you know what, it's not gonna win over me, it's not. And so I didn't let it happen. Okay, and this isn't what I could recommend to do, but I told the kid off. I was like, you know what, you're not gonna tell me what to do. You're not gonna tell me that I'm gay, because I'm not. And you're probably the one that looks more gay than me, so I wouldn't be saying anything. And don't do that, because that's not nice. But he looked at me and he was like, and everyone started laughing at him, and I was like, I'm sorry, dude, I don't want to be another bully to you, but I just don't like you talking to me like that. And he ended up respecting me. I mean, he didn't talk to me, he wasn't my friend afterwards, but he stopped bullying me. And that's what I wanted to talk about. If you're ever going through something difficult with people around you, and with people that tell you stuff, ignore them. And if it gets to the point where it starts affecting your life, try to tell the teacher. But if you can't, tell the person, you know what, you're not gonna affect my life. What you're saying to me is not gonna affect me. Because that helped me. It helped me figure out, you know what, they're just another person that wants to feel better in high school, and I'm not gonna let them take my happiness in high school away. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. That's today's topic. And I don't know if the story had anything to do with it. It was more like the guy was just wanting to be his friend, but whatever. Okay, so now to another topic. School. You know how I told you guys that I wanted my goal to be that I wanted to succeed in this year, and I wanted to get good grades? Well, I just got bad news today. In 5th period, we got our test back from math, and this is what I got. This is how I got it. I was like, the teacher came by, gave it to me, and I was like, I know I did bad. Can you see that? It says you failed. Yes, I failed my test. This isn't my test. I failed it. I got an F. But it showed me something. It shows me how I have to keep trying at life, and I have to actually try. This time, this test, I have to be sincere. I thought I got everything, and I thought everything made sense to me, and I didn't study. So I just blew it off, and then when the test came, I was like, oh snap, what is this? And so my teacher said something wise the other day. He said, don't practice until you get it perfect. Practice until you can't get it wrong. And that's true. We can't practice the same problem over and over and over again until we get it right and expect to do right on the test, because on the test it's going to be a different question. And I just wanted to like tell you guys the truth of my life, how I'm doing. Probably a lot of you saw on Twitter that I was not happy, but it turned brighter because Shay replied to my question. At least he tweeted me, so that feels cool. You know, famous person on YouTube tweets me. That's what's up. Anyways, I haven't been doing anything today, so you haven't missed out anything. I don't think I'm gonna record much because we're gonna go evangelize, and that's all we're gonna do today. So you're probably just gonna see me say goodnight, and that's it. So next clip. Woo! So amigos, it is already time to hit the hay. It's 10:38. I'm gonna end this vlog. Well, for me it's early, so common question of the day for today. Since it was about bullying, this is my common question to you guys. Leave your topics for me to talk about next week down there, but I also answer this question. Would you rather side with the bully, like go make fun of another kid and be with the bully, or would you rather be bullied for standing up? I would actually be bullied for standing up for the kid. I would go up to the person and say, you know what, that's not even funny, dude. What you're saying is not funny, because half of the times the things that bullies say are not funny. They say some things that are just like dumb. Like they say, oh, haha, you have a big nose. It's like, okay, what do you want me to do about it? I have a big nose, so what? They're like, ah, you have acne. It's like, okay, I'm going to puberty. Have you never gone through that? Or I ate something and it's not doing me right. Okay, haha, you're funny. So I would rather just stand up for the guy. I mean, what are they gonna say? They're gonna tell me off and I'm just gonna ignore them. Like I said, leave your comments below because I can't hear you. And adios, mis amigos, and hasta la vista, baby, bye, 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 bye.